sometime now. Finally pulled it together like 2 days ago. Grand final charrette passing. So let's see if we can get through it. No tears. Happy faces. Tears are short.
You'll have to be louder.
Louder and much funnier.
Okay.
On an overcast morning in August of 2002, a group of students followed a professor through Coba Hall for their first day of architectural study at Virginia Tech. This professor gave us sheets of paper and instructions to tear them into shreds, and then left us to our own devices. When the professor returned, we gathered to discuss our reactions to the assignment. We soon found that no one was exactly sure what the exercise was supposed to mean. Eventually, Nathan was invited to share his thoughts.
Oh, jeez. I remember this, yes.
And you let me be there.
Yeah,
And I thank
apparently.
you. He stood in front of the class, his shredded paper crumpled on the floor beside him, and began his presentation. I have nothing to show. He explained that he had torn the paper, but through performing the exercise, the change had been made in him. And therefore, he had nothing to show.
Those first year I was very existential.
As he concluded his presentation, I stood in the back of the room and contemplated what he had said. Though I understood his perspective, I couldn't help, but as a smirk crossed my face, I looked down at the paper lying on the floor and spoke up. I think I'd have to disagree. I believe he had something to show. And with that contradiction began our first conversation. We shared many such conversations. Of course, some called them arguments, but through humor and candor, there grew a camaraderie. In short, I came to understand him to be a good man. Through our theological discussion, I found him to be a man of faith. Through his commitment to his parents and his sister, I found him to be a man of family. And through our tenacious debates, I found him to be a man of intellect. And for all of our conversations, I found we had something to show. A friendship. On a blustery afternoon in December 2007, my passage at Virginia Tech drew to a close. And Nate was there to share in the celebration as I took my walk across the stage. I left him in Blacksburg to complete his work, but joyously. Before the conclusion of his time in Blacksburg, he accomplished more than just his degree. He found a beautiful, intelligent, young woman, Maria. As Nate left Virginia Tech, he not only had his diploma, but he also had something else to show. A growing relationship based on conversation, caring, and appreciation. Now, on a cold and flurried afternoon in December 2008, we celebrate Nathan and Maria as they began to compose their marriage, as they learn to build on each other's strengths and become the balance for one another. It is my privilege. Another glass? Do I need one of these to be technical?
Here.
To raise this toast, because this would look a little odd without the glass. May you share many happy years of peace and health. May you grow in trust, sacrifice, and love. And may you always have something to show. Nathan,
Here,
Maria.
here.
Yay.